ACC PM. Again, this is a quick show for us. We're out of here at 6 p.m. Many thanks to Michael Alford, who just joined us from Tallahassee. Let's go up to Chestnut Hill. BC is ranked 12th and 14th, respectively, from a nation standpoint in the polls in baseball. You heard me. I'm not stuttering. BC baseball.
Put
Let's
some
go.
respect on it.
Yeah, I am. Barry Walsh joins us. Barry, first thing, thanks for joining us. So what's going on with you guys, man? Everybody just assumes it's too cold to be playing baseball up there. Got all these guys down south where it's all in 85 degrees. Everybody gets a head start over everybody up in the Northeast. What's going on with BC baseball? What's making this team click so far?
Yeah, it's been fun. We've been on the road a lot, but I feel like the big thing you expect out of, a team, top 15 team, is the home runs, the strikeouts, stuff like that. And that hasn't really been how we've been playing here. We've just kind of, been taking care of the things we need to take care of to win, situationally hitting, stuff like that. We talk about it every day, and that's really what we preach. And I feel like that's how we've gotten to where we're at.
It's a good mixture of some veteran guys and some newbies. But like you say, this isn't about you guys topping the stat sheets and all these categories. You're kind of the middle of the bunch, but here you are ranked 12th, 14th in the country. When did you know this team really bought into each other and just doing the little things in order for a bigger picture? When did you know, maybe in the off season or if it was really, really early in the season?
Yeah, I think that's something that really started in the preseason. As you said, a lot of returners this year, and I mean, we went in the gauntlet last year, so we had a lot of guys that did not want that feeling again, and it started from game one. We dropped 9-0 to Pepperdine. We said we really don't want to do this again, and I think that's where it started. We got 40 some odd guys that show up to the park every day and say, "What do I have to do to help the team win today?"
Last year, you're batting 225. This year, 350. So the ball looks like a beach ball coming in. So what did you do in the offseason to change things up? Because obviously you're hitting everything in sight.
Oh yeah, I think it's just putting less pressure on myself. Lot more returners around this year, and just not trying to carry more weight than I need to. I think that was the issue last year. I was trying to do too much, and not stressing from one at bat to another now has really helped me.
Everyone has their thing, and I feel like especially in baseball, superstitions are such a big deal. What is your thing? And don't tell me there isn't one, because I'm sure that there is, but especially before you go to the plate, do you have something before a game or before you go up to bat that you have to do in order to be consistent?
I don't really have anything pregame really, but before I go up to the plate, me and Trav are usually talking, me and whoever's behind me in the lineup. I like hitting my cleats with my bat, tapping home plate with my bat, and then from there, whatever happens, happens.
About walk-up music.
Walk up, I have Pickin' Wildflowers by Keith Anderson.
What's the reasoning for that, other than like?
I don't know. A couple of years ago, I heard a guy using it, and I really liked it, so I used it in summer ball a couple years back, and haven't looked back since.
You mentioned to us during the break that you like the Red Sox, which is shock up there in Boston. But you guys in May, you guys get a chance to play at Fenway against Notre Dame. And I know this is kind of a traditional deal with BC baseball, but for all of us that are baseball nuts, I mean, that's got to be like a thrill of a lifetime, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, stepping on the field last year, it was just unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, words really can't describe what it's like playing in that field, especially growing up watching the Red Sox. Finally stepping on the field there was unbelievable.
On that kind of note, because you are from up there, your dad went to BC, how personal is it for you to make sure that this program is where it is, to continue building this program and to bring success because you are a local product?
Yeah, it definitely means a lot. As you mentioned, my dad went here, and also just being around the team for so long. After COVID, seeing what happened to those older guys, there's a lot of unfortunate things that have happened in the past couple of years. Like we haven't had the best years either. So just having the success now is more than I could ask for with this team.
Barry, I want to go back to Fenway a second. For purists who love baseball, and I kind of fall under that category. Walking through the dugout, the tunnel, up the steps, and given all the unbelievable games that have taken place here, and you being a Red Sox fan, I'm sure you've got it memorized. Well, the first
Yeah.
time you walked through there, what goes through your head? I mean, what moments immediately pop in your head? Where did you walk out to the left field instantly, or what did you do? Because I know you probably remembered every step.
Yeah, we came in right next to the dugout, and we all were racing to drop our stuff down and get out onto the field. I remember we couldn't walk on the infield at first, so we're all just standing out in the outfield, just like smiling to each other because it really doesn't feel real when you're out there for the first time. And I remember, normally before the inning starts, I'm playing catch with whoever's the off outfielder is. And I remember before that first inning, I wasn't even playing catch. I was still just taking everything in because it was just unbelievable.
And do you remember the first time you ever walked into place as a fan?
I don't. It was a while ago, but I imagine it wasn't too far off of the feeling I had playing there.
Yeah, I can only imagine, man, right? I mean, and I'm sure the dreams of, what it must be like to be a major leaguer, right? I mean, you're living the
Yeah.
dream right now in college, but to play on a field like that, so historic, being a fan of that particular team on top of it, that's just like a double whammy. I just can't even imagine it gets any better than that.
Yeah, and the cause too. The ALS game, it's a really important to the program, really important
Right.
to baseball. So for us to play that game there, it really does mean a lot.
Yeah, that's cool. Really cool.
All right, since I know you guys are going to be at home this weekend, finally, you said you've been on the road a ton. You guys get Georgia Tech this weekend. You've already had 3 ACC series, 3 series wins as well. But I want to do some road trip trivia with you because you guys are 12-4. You've been outstanding in road games this season, which is all you can ask for. You hold serve at home, but if you can win on the road, that's how you end up with a number next to your name. Who on a
Yeah.
road trip gets the aux cord on your team and why?
Gets the aux cord. I'm gonna have to go with Chris Markovich. He's a sophomore on the team. He's usually running in the locker room too. So it's just a guy you can trust with it.
What kind of music does he play?
It depends on the day, depends on the vibe of the team. Usually rap or EDM music, something like that to get the guys going.
Get the blood flowing. Okay, since we're talking road trips, who's the guy on the team that, you're never supposed to fall asleep around your buddies because that just opens the door for things? Who's the guy who always falls asleep on a bus or a plane? There's got to be someone.
Always falls asleep. Yep. First name comes to mind, Brian McMonigal. He sits right behind me. He's asleep 24/7 on the bus.
And does that open the door to some potential pranks, or we play kind to Brian?
Oh yeah, we get some good pictures of Brian.
Poor Brian. And where's your favorite place to play? Since you've been on the road a ton already this season and in your career at Boston College, if it's not at home, where do you like to play the most?
Tennessee was cool. Midweek game, SEC. A lot of fans there, so it got really loud in there. That was cool. I like Florida State. And then I really like playing at Clemson. It's great facilities, great stadium, and it's always warm when we go there, so that's fun.
It's always a good combination. There's no doubt. Well, listen, man,
Yeah.
you got this league is loaded, right? We talk about it all the time. And you guys are a real pleasant surprise. I know you guys aren't surprised because you're like, hey, we knew we were going to be good. But people are already buzzing nationwide about, man, where's BC coming from? Top 15, and they're rocking and rolling and kind of look the part on top of it. So stay healthy, and, man, best of luck. We look forward to seeing you down for the ACC tournament.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You got it, man.